All right, so today I'm going to be talking a little bit about washers. I have here a steel mold, right, that I use in my injection molding machine. And if I weren't using a washer, I would just be adding this wing nut directly onto this and tightening that onto the bolt, right? But as you can see, the wing nut has a small radius compared to this, so that means in terms of surface area, when I tighten this down, the pressure that I would have on it would be solely from the surface area that I have in contact there, coming from the wing nut itself. Whereas if I add a washer as such, I have added surface area, so when I tighten this on, this is now sort of affecting this whole wide area. And in terms of force, the force has a radius that goes out wider than the size of the washer itself. Scientists will be able to calculate it for you, but for what I'm doing right now, there's no need for that accuracy. It's just better like this. You can use washers if, for example, you don't want a piece to vibrate. There's no vibration on the machine that I'm working on, so I'm using this washer specifically to just increase the surface area of contact to make the tightening a little bit stronger. In some cases, if you have a surface here that you're going to use later, you can get a washer that has rubber at the bottom, and once you put the rubber piece on, you tighten this and it still has the same effect, but you do not damage this surface. Right now this piece of metal is going to be tight on this. It might damage the surface, but for me what I need is inside, right? So it doesn't really matter what happens on the surface outside. I just need that area to be wider in order to be able to do what I want to do. So you can use, there's some washers, I don't remember the name, but there's some washers that come with a cut on them, for example, and those get really tight. When you tighten them, you sort of lower the part that has been cut off, and that really helps on machines that vibrate, because it means that you are pressing onto the metal and tightening the nut even further. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents on washers, and specifically why I'm using them right now. There are a lot more reasons to use washers, but this is basically why I am using them.